With Fargo, the new.
Why am I muted? What? Okay. Hello, hello, hello. Amazing. Oh, okay. This should be good. Muted? What? Okay. Get a little double action on the live stream here. Okay. I gotta make the thumbnail. Something I said earlier. I don't know how long the delay is. It seems better than it was. Okay. I'm gonna make a thumbnail real quick. And hang on. Shit. Oh. So, what do we have? What do we have? There's 3 videos I want to look at today. Um, ma- 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 ma. This is gonna be a much more organized live stream. The first one was horrible. I know that. It was meant to be. I mean, it's the first one. Who cares? But what the hell? I just saw something. It was a shadow. It was the cat. My cat made a shadow with a curtain. Looked like someone was walking behind me. Freaky. The fuck am I doing? How do you find the? Jesus, I'm genius right now. Nope, not what I meant to click. I meant to hit playlist.
If you've been getting scam texts.
Shut up. Okay. Let's just get the thumbnails for this real quick. So, how's your day going, guys? There's nobody in here. I'm okay. But if you're watching like the VOD or something, I'm gonna talk about stuff while I make the thumbnail. So, usually when I'm making a thumbnail, let's just start. I'm gonna click on the first video.
Yesterday, a beloved.
Yesterday, I love this guy. I used to watch these guys, but they sort of became like pickles on bread, and it's no longer as sweet as it used to be. Now their recent content is like trying to unclog a toilet with a wet plunger. um, okay. I've never made a thumbnail while entertaining people before. There's nobody here though. If there's someone listening though, in the after this is streamed, then I'm entertaining you. But you could just skip this part, so I don't know why you would listen to this part. So Fallout. I'll just look up Todd Howard. Todd Howard Okay. Then I look up uh the Watcher. That's a movie. Oh my god. Watcher. Nope, still the movie. Watcher YouTube. It's always tough trying to get the thumbnail together. It asks, do I want to like delay? Do I want to wait before I start? I'm just like, nah, dude. Let's just jump into it. I mean, this is kind of like a slop channel, you know? Quality is not really like the main focus unless it's like the reaction part or when I'm just like talking about something, you know? That's where the quality comes from, not from the thumbnail. So, Opera. Did I even spell Opera GX right? I think I did. So we got two logos and Todd Howard. Oh, you know it'd be a funny it'd be a funny thumbnail is if they're like on a couch when they give this news. So it'd be funny if I just like put them on that one couch, like the porn couch where all the black guys are standing behind them. That'd be pretty funny. All right. My dog is torturing my cat. I don't know if that's gonna come up in the audio or not. Thumbnail's almost done. Thumbnail's almost done. I don't want to be. I wasn't actually gonna do this today. I don't. It's not that I don't want to be doing this. I'm just saying like this wasn't the plan for today. But I'm kind of a procrastinator, and this is like my new form of procrastination. I kind of like trick myself into procrastinating while also making content. What are you doing? You know, it's really cute. My dog used to scare the shit out of the cat, but I've slowly integrated them together so now they have a better relationship. She's still scared, but she's standing right next to my dog, so it's cute. All right, thumbnail's close to done. Thumbnail is close to close. To, what the fuck are you doing? Thumbnail is close to done. Now the dogs are barking. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Give me a second. Ugh. I think this is the one. Um, mm, maybe I'm not doing this right. This looks like shit. Mm, okay. I need a different picture of Opera GX, I guess. Don't get in the water if you don't know how to swim, am I right? Talking about my cat, but also that could apply to me not having the thumbnail ready before I start a stream. But honestly, I didn't know what I was going to stream till I literally just started. Like I was starting the stream and then I looked at my homepage and it was like three perfect video ideas. So I was like, okay. And then I started it immediately without actually thinking. And then here we are. Here we are. I still need to get a good picture of Opera GX. It's like I don't know, the fucking logo doesn't fit in the oh, that's perfect. Okay. Now I've got it. It's literally gonna be done in like a minute now. If I just don't talk, it'll be done faster. I don't know why I keep talking. So just sit with me in the silence for a minute while I do this. Son of a bitch. It's like the picture quality is so fucking bad. it's, it's not good. I don't want to make Opera GX the main thing. Nobody gives a shit about that. All right. Oh, wait a minute. Oh my god. I'm making it so much more. The aspect ratio was wrong. Fucking hell. Am I pregnant? Oh, I could just put on music right now. I'm gonna do that. Even though the thumbnail's almost done. I said that like 5 times now, though, so I'm gonna put some music on. I love this guy. He's so good. Am I pregnant? Am I pregnant? Am I pregnant? That is loud.
Am I pregnant? Is there a possibility that I'm pregnant?
Could I be pregnant? Am I pregnant? 38 plus 2 weeks. Pregnant, hey.
Dangerous pregnancies. Will it hurt, baby? Top of his head.
Can you down a 24 water slide peg night? I think my dog is pregnant.
How do I know if I'm pregnant?
Can I be pregnant?
You get redundant.
Am I pregnant?
Or am I okay?
Okay. Genuinely, that guy is so fucking talented. It's amazing, and he's so underrated. I love. So he's got really good music too. Channel. He's genuinely one of my favorite. He's so fucking good. He's got this one song. It's like rotoscoped. It's so good. I can actually like really see this being in, like a Miles Morales movie. Like just listen to this. This is so good. I'm gonna get an ad.
Switch to Chrome to load your favorite.
Fuck you, Chrome. I don't care about you. Let's just sit in the silence real quick for the first.
You got me out here feeling like I'm on top of the world, yeah. Without a word, yeah. Still I find it hard to hold on to the feeling very long. Slips away, what was I gonna say? Sometimes I forget. Sometimes I'm amazing, other times I got no hope. And I don't wanna feel like I've been running in a circle. No, no. I could use a little bit now. You know I love it when it comes down. Ooh, I could use a little bit right now. You know I love it when it comes down. Ooh, okay, drowning in the rough, I don't need anyone to save me. Did it for the love, goddamn, that drove me crazy. Sometimes I feel like I'm not enough, right now I'm shining though. Shake off all that dust, I plan to leave that shit behind me though. Rock with me, I'm beaming, I just broke free from my demons. Did I mention I've been dreaming? Have I told you yet? Rock with me, I'm beaming, I just broke free from my demons.
Perfect timing because the thumbnail's done. It's so good, dude. You can't tell me that guy's not super underrated, dude. That's so good. Why are you torturing the cat for me? What are you doing? Okay, they're just playing. She's smacking her in the face. And she is trying to lick her. So it's honestly possibly I'm not gonna say that word. An attempted grape. That was I feel like that was offensive. Maybe, who knows? How do you put a thumbnail on, dude? Come on. Is everything gonna be so fucking difficult? Oh my god. Well, let me try and see if I can do it through this part. Customization? Nope. Category people and blog. What the fuck? Gaming. Amazing. Well, I'm sure changing the whatever. Altered content design. Following describe your content makes. You guys get to see a little bit of behind the scenes here. I don't know. It's probably under customization. Nope, it's not. Where can you not change the thumbnail in the middle of a live stream? Because I feel like you used to be able to do that. It's interesting. Edit title and description. You can't change the fucking thumbnail, can you? Sick. Sick. You can't, can you? You can't. You literally can't. Awesome. Anyway, I think I'm done. Well, at least I have the thumbnail for when it's done. At the end of the live stream. So. Okay, I'll look it up after stream. I feel like. Seems like every time I start a stream, it's got to be a fucking problem. I'll go back. Am I pregnant? Am I pregnant? Is there a possibility that I'm pregnant? Am I pregnant? So, okay, a little bit of background to what's going on here is there's this channel called The Watcher, and it used to be a part of BuzzFeed, and they used to make a show called Unsolved, and it was basically like a crime show, a ghost show, and it was really good. And so after BuzzFeed killed itself, they went to a new program called Watcher, and I'm pretty sure Moist Critical is going to cover all of this in the video, so I don't know why I'm talking.
Beloved YouTube group made an announcement, and it did not go over well. They ended up getting dunked on more than a Fisher-Price basketball hoop.
Perfect timing. Hello? agreement. This is gonna be a short stream. Okay. Anyway, let's go back. I'm sure he'll give the background on everything. All right.
Yesterday, a beloved YouTube group made an announcement, and it did not go over well. They ended up getting dunked on more than a Fisher-Price basketball
And I'm sure that was super fucking loud. Okay.
channel watcher as they announced their...
Fucking hell. So many mistakes.
Yesterday, a beloved YouTube group made an announcement, and it did not go over well. They ended up getting dunked on more than a Fisher-Price basketball hoop.
I don't know. I saw the video of them announcing it, and honestly, I don't watch their channel very much, but occasionally I'll watch some of their stuff, but they stopped doing my favorite series, which was called, like, Are You Afraid? He didn't even put the link to the video. Amazing. So I have to look it up now. Watch these nuts. I was going to type that for a second. Yeah, so they uploaded a video. I saw it, and love the ads. I love the ads. And I think, yeah, old would want us to pirate watch your content. Yeah, probably, yeah. I think he even says in the video, password share. So, like, I don't think he actually cares if people pirate or anything. I don't know. The whole idea of it's just kind of dumb because, like, the whole point of the video was that they need more money to make higher quality content, but at the same time to make more content. So, like, they want to bring back other series that, let's be honest, nobody wants to watch. Like, where's the one dude? He was on, I don't know. The guy who nobody knows or cares about from BuzzFeed, this guy. He basically is like, oh, I want to bring back one of my favorite series that I know you guys love. That's a lie. Nobody loves it, all right? Probably a few thousand people, maybe. Who knows? Cult following. Real cult following. Nobody knows what he's talking about or what he wants. But he says he wants to bring back a series, and the only way to do that is to make a streaming service with exclusively all their content for $6, and it is... I mean, it's definitely not worth $6, but at the same time, there's a join button for a reason on YouTube. Just put the join button there and hide the content for members only. And I'm pretty sure you can, like, make the content for let's hang on. For example, let's take an amazing members only channel, mine. I have a join button, and there's here, and each tier has different perks to it. I mean, you get most of them in the first tier. This one's like just like I reply to your comments, and this one's I reply to all of your comments. Because this one, I'm not gonna reply to every comment. I'm gonna reply to the ones that I can actually answer questions to. Because sometimes I get like a comment that's like, I don't know. It feels like they just hit every button on the recommended word tab, and it's just like the most random weird sentence, and I don't really know how to answer it. But I mean, if you pay me $10, I'll answer whatever weird AI generated question you have for me. But basically, yeah, you can hide certain videos in between tier lists. So they could have just had a $6 a month for, his shit, and then for $10 a month you get the extra their stuff. And I already know they make enough money. Their whole point of making the website is so they don't have to use sponsors anymore. But I mean, look at the views here. They're averaging 1 million views a video, sometimes even 2. That's a lot of money from ad revenue alone, and the amount of times they upload too. Look at that, 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks like they upload weekly. Yeah, so I mean, it just seems pointless. They make like, I mean, I wouldn't say Mr. Beast money. That's a lie. But they make Mr. Ballin money right there. That's a lot of money right there. And then on top of that, sponsors, like, come on, you would get more than enough money to pay to go to fucking whatever old abandoned building you want to go to. So this whole streaming website thing it just seems like a bit of a scam. And we're only 9 seconds in and I just went on that whole tirade. Okay.
It is the YouTube channel Watcher as they announced their subscription-based paywalled content strategy going forward. It is really interesting. So, for those that don't know, this is a very popular YouTube group called Watcher.
They gotta put it on 1.5 speed to get him to talk like a normal person.
Very well produced content. I was unfamiliar with this channel until today with this news, but I was familiar with their
I'm actually in a bit of a hurry right now, so let's just put that shit on 1.7.
work previously, like before they were Watcher. But they've been crushing it, clearly. Almost 3 million subs.
Yep.
Every video getting like 1 million views, pretty
I
much.
already talked about that.
It's like the end to a 1990s action movie. YouTube, you son of a bitch, we had a good ride. That kind of thing, as they sail off into the sunset. But what they're actually doing is they're moving to their own subscription-based website. So, the strategy is, they're going to be releasing a couple of episodes still on YouTube, but the rest of that season will be exclusively behind paywalled content at watchertv.com. The video is getting absolutely bombarded with dislikes, and a lot of people have soured their impression of this.
I disliked it, not because I don't like the fact that they're doing it. I mean, I don't think they have to do it, and I think the reasoning for doing it is pretty pathetic. But I don't hate them for it. I don't really care because I don't watch any of their videos that much anymore. But occasionally I'll watch something, but like, you know, I don't know. It just seems like I can see why some people would be upset, but at the same time, I mean, let them do what they want to do. If they're going to fail at it, let them fail at it. But like, you know, don't get mad at their attempt.
Group, regardless of what they decide to do going forward, even if they do backtrack this decision, it's a maneuver that just did not land.
They're totally going to backtrack. There's no way they're not. Yeah. But I dislike I dislike the video because, you know, I disagree with the decision. That to be known. I'm gonna vote for it. Basically, I'm disagreeing with the decision, even though I don't watch the videos. But yeah, I watch some of them.
They went for a kickflip and ended up breaking both their ankles on this bad boy here, and it's pretty simple to understand why. It's the whole concept.
Oh, they went to wipe their butt, but they missed, and they smeared across their ass cheek.
Of the content you were getting for free is now no longer going to be free. That just always leaves the taste of shit in people's mouths. It's the worst flavor. No one likes a poop pop. So, understandably, a lot of people were voicing their concerns and their disappointment with this. Honestly, Watcher probably would have found worse or something. Like, this
That was actually pretty good. What the hell? What?
No one likes a poop pop. So, understandably, a lot of people were voicing their concerns and their disappointment with this. Honestly, Watcher probably would have found more success if they made an announcement stating that one of the members had hit a deer on their way into work, and they had no remorse or something. Like, this hasn't been...
Dude. Does he, like, steal Twitter tweets? Like, does he steal tweets? There's no way he doesn't take these tweets, man. These are amazing one-liners sometimes.
Really a home run for them here. They said they made the service $5.99 because everyone and anyone can afford it. When did they see that? Well, I must have missed that statement. Was it in this video somewhere? I'm forgetting it, because that is a crazy thing to say.
Steven, talk about money.
I gotta say, though, dude, the whole, like, approach they took to it, it honestly felt like a coming out video, like they were gay, but at the same time, that whole deer hitting thing, it really does have that kind of tone, like, Mom, Dad, I fucked up the car.
What's this price? You can become a member of Watcher for $5.99 a month or $59.99 a year.
We want to keep the price low enough where anybody and everybody is able to afford it, but it also has to support the things that we do here. So that was the number that just made the most sense for the streamer.
That's very out of touch. I don't know how I missed that. I don't know how that flew under my radar. That is extraordinarily out of touch. That face right there says it all. Yep, that one just got ripped.
Honest to God, it doesn't really seem like it was their idea. It seems like it was more of that guy's idea.
I guess that's going in the final cut. Are we sure? Eek. Let me lay down the reality here. $6 isn't nothing. Especially not in the current climate of things where everyone and their grandmother is making a subscription service for every single fucking thing on the planet. We're in the gold rush right now where every company is turning their content into a subscription-based monthly payment to access it. And I mean,
you know what's crazy is the amount of money people make to the amount of expensives they have. It's like it's way off. Most people nowadays only have like $100 to just spend on themselves. And then not including the streaming services. So when you add up the streaming service costs, it's like, I swear to God, it's around, you're only going to get like $25 a month for yourself. It's insane.
I mean everything. If you want like a bag of beans delivered to you, you probably have to subscribe to the bag of bean delivery stork service for $5.99 a month. So this is yet another subscription charge they're trying to peddle here for previously free YouTube videos. That's just not worth it for the majority of people and just adds another...
What the fuck is this? Gotta love these ads, man.
headache, an unnecessary subscription charge that I can't imagine many people being enthusiastic about paying for. Now, to be clear, they're not like
If you don't like the ads, go to my membership and start a subscription. Since we're talking shit about subscriptions right now.
moving their YouTube content that's already up. It's just going forward. They're only
If you
going to
don't
be
wanna
releasing
see
like,
those
the
ads
premiere
ever
of the season
again,
on their
help
channel,
me
and
out.
then the rest of that season is paywalled. Now, personally, I think it is a horrible idea. Going through their channel, their videos are long-form content for the most part, like 30 minutes plus, and I imagine with their history working at BuzzFeed for BuzzFeed Unsolved, they've learned how to optimize mid-roll ads, so they're probably pulling in a very high RPM on those videos. I
Yeah,
have to imagine that is
definitely.
already covering the cost of production.
That too. Also, dude, I swear to God, there's no way they're not like in with YouTube. Like YouTube likes them. There's no way they don't. When you're friends with YouTube, automatically you have a career forever. Like it's insane. There's so many YouTubers right now that kind of fucking suck, but because they're friends with YouTube, they get an additional boost in the algorithm.
But
Mr.
on
Freeze.
top of that, and I didn't know this until stream last night, they also have a very successful Patreon with over 12,000 members and 3 different monthly payment tiers. And just for the cherry on top of this money cake, Mr. Krabs style, they have a ton of merch, obviously, but the biggest thing is they do a ton of brand deals. From what I can see, they run a lot of ads in their content. And many of you might not remember this, I actually own a company that specializes in putting brands with YouTubers and running ads for major YouTube channels. It's called Mana Talent Group. And I started that back in 2018, so I know what these deals look like. So I'm going to break the magician's code here and give you a little spitball estimate on what I think they're making per.
You know what I want, dude? I would love if that sounds amazing, like managing ads for people. I would love if a big was able to make it so smaller YouTubers like me, who only have like, 3,000, 10,000, 15,000 subs, can just easily get an ad or a sponsor, basically. And it doesn't have to be like humongous money either. And I know people will be like, oh, you can do like the whole affiliate link thing. That's so stupid. Nobody's gonna do that. And I know the whole point of like getting a sponsor is because they want people to like click on an affiliate link, basically. But also it could just be like for brand recognition. Like, you just want your name to be on every single little tiny corner of the internet. That's what it would basically be for. Like, I just think it'd be amazing if I could make like $50 shouting out a company, or even 25. Like, honestly, it'd be cool to just get some minor little sponsorship, and it would make me feel like a little bit more legit than I am. I'd love that. I wish that was a thing. If I ever get to this like success level of Moist Critical, I would totally do that for smaller YouTubers. So vote for me, guys.
Per ad. With a channel of their size and their views and this style of content, I would wager a guess that each brand that appears in their content is paying between $15,000 and $35,000 a piece to be there. Now, I know it's kind of a wide ballpark. It's just hard for me to guesstimate from the sidelines what their deals might look like, because longer-term partnerships usually have discounts per slot because they've done a long-term deal, whereas like one-offs or short-term partners are paying more for like the couple of ads they're there for. But I'm confident that none of their brand partners are paying less than $15,000 to be on their content, and I'm pretty confident that it's probably going up to about $35K for their more one-offs or short-term deals. So they're already making tons of money through their content. You were right. They just don't really advertise it? Huh. So they already have this, and now they have Watcher TV, which is another subscription service, which I imagine is going to...
Almighty losers. That's a lot of money for what? Almighty parasocials.
Run congruent? Or if you pay $5 here, do you also get Watcher TV access? I don't know. Is it somewhere in the perks? That is a lot of doubloons they are pulling in right now. They got 12,000 members on that Patreon, and some of those tiers, that's a lot of bones. You're not really in a financially struggling situation with this channel. I'm just going to lay down the brass tacks here. I saw a few people defending them, saying like, no, they have 25 employees, they need to get their bread because it's very expensive. I'm going to peel back the curtain here real quick. I have more than 25 employees, considering I also have an esports organization, which has a lot of players on it.
I find it weird how so many YouTubers are like millionaires, but then others at like the same level of popularity are barely making it by. Like, I find that really weird. I don't know. You think you know how much a YouTuber makes, but then, there's like a story of like a YouTuber who's working a job while also getting 7 million views a video. It's like stupid. I don't know.
And I'm going to tell you, since they're professional gamers, their salary is going to be significantly higher than their employees' cost. And I'm able to finance all of that completely fine through streaming. And my streaming numbers are nowhere near as lucrative.
You know what I always look at when I'm watching a Moist Critical video? I'm looking at that little freckle on his arm.
As their Patreon numbers, it's not even close. Theirs blows me out of
Looks cancerous. He should probably go check that out with a doctor.
the water. And I'm not exactly struggling with all of those employees for our esports org. To really drive this point home, one of our star players was $10,000 a month. One. And we have well north...
I don't care.
this subscription paywall service is necessary for them to stay afloat, especially not since they have this Patreon and they have such a successful YouTube channel already. Now, this isn't exclusive to just Watcher. There's been a lot of channels that have done similar things, and some of them have seen different degrees of success. I was researching it at the end of stream last night. However, all the examples I can find of YouTube groups making their own third-party platforms where you can subscribe for exclusive content, that's a little different because they're not taking what was already free from that channel and putting it behind a paywall. They're adding like behind-the-scenes stuff, brand new shows, things like that, exclusive to that subscription tier on that third-party website. And for a couple of them, I saw that their third-party website was free with ads, and you had the option of subscribing for a monthly fee, whereas Watcher TV is only the $6 a month subscription fee, or the $60 a year. And it's weird because Watcher is already doing what those other channels do on their third-party platform on their Patreon. They're already offering like the exclusive stuff there for the monthly charges, and now they're adding another separate monthly charge for the content that people were used to getting for free on YouTube. So it's really just such a fucking mess. Now, of course, there's no telling if this is going to be a successful venture for them. It certainly doesn't look like it based on the reception here and all the tomatoes that are getting tossed at them. But with an audience of their size, they don't need a large portion of them to sign up at $5.99 a month to make it viable. They don't need a large number of...
That's very true, dude. They're talking about like how it takes like at the end of a season, it costs like, I don't know if they said million. No, they did not. They said at the end of a season, it costs like hundreds of thousands of dollars, like $200,000, $300,000 or some shit. Bro, if you look at the ad revenue they make and the sponsor money they make, and then they were talking about how they have like, we have a lot of employees and the only way we can afford them is if you guys sign up for this membership. It's like, dude, that's not on your fans. That's on you for hiring too many people. Fire them. Cut, you know what I'm saying? Just fire people or lower your rate, like lower the amount of money you make. There's no way that the people who were originally from, sorry. There's no way that Shane and Ryan don't have millions of dollars in their bank account. They can take a few less money, you know, if they want to have these extra employees. But if not, just fire them. Like, why do you have so many employees and then you're going to go to your fans and tell them that they need to go to a sketchy website and start paying a membership? It just, I don't know, it just seems weird.
Conversion here, and I think they know that. But I really think that they're going to be surprised with how little will likely sign up here because it is expensive. That's not nothing. They framed it like $6 a month is affordable to everyone. What? We all have $6 lying around. You guys don't have phones? So you got $6.
I mean, it's kind of a fair amount, I think. I don't know. I don't know. If I had like a lot of disposable income, I'd probably, if I had like, you know, an extra $100 a month to just blow on anything I want, I would probably get that subscription. But at the same time, dude, like, you know, you could get a Hulu subscription for, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to look up subscription prices. I just feel like you can get something for $6 better than the Watcher.
Like, they make it sound like it's basically nothing, when it's not. That's a lot, especially on top of every other subscription that people have in their daily lives. But I just really think it's a pretty dumb idea. This is going to completely kill their growth as a brand. It's going to be a very hard sell to people that don't know the Watcher.
That too. When you get like a subscription to a private website, another YouTube channel did this. It's called College. They made something called something else. I forgot what it's called, but they changed their channel name to it. Yeah, just look it up on this tab. College Humor. Yeah, Dropout. It's called Dropout. They basically made an exclusive website for College Humor fans, and they literally killed
There's something.
Tile. They killed their Tile channel when they did that. Yeah, you could see like they barely upload now, and if they do, it's just like promotion to that garbage website. Except for this show, they have a pretty funny show there. But yeah, they literally killed like a really big channel at the time, just to make this website. And I'll tell you right now, sure, the website probably makes enough money to run one show at a low budget, but these guys don't have that kind of pull, and they will not continue to have that kind of pull. Just saying. Just saying. You're not Netflix, okay?
Why they should be willing to pay $5.99 a month to watch YouTube videos. Like, that's just not an easy thing to sell to people. It only come from a very loyal fan base that's already hooked on their content in this audience they built on YouTube, which they're now abandoning. So they're not really going to be bringing in new people.
On top of that, remember YouTube exclusives or whatever the hell? Like Scare PewDiePie. It was like, if you signed up for YouTube exclusives or whatever, I forgot what it's called. That might be it. But it was like a whole thing, and it was multiple YouTubers at the same price. I think it was also like $6. You would get tons of exclusive content from multiple YouTubers. These guys are not offering that. They're not multiple YouTubers. This is just one channel. So it doesn't make sense. If you need to make more money, this is not the way to do it.
I don't think. Even with dropping like the premiere video on their channel, I think that's just going to frustrate people more. Like, oh, I really want to watch the rest of this. Oh, but I have to pay $6.99 for it, and I only get this? Like, that's not worth. It just, to me, doesn't seem like it's going to be a good long-term plan. But I could be totally wrong. Who knows? Maybe people are, like, elated and can't wait to pay for more streaming services. I think that blows ass. I'm so tired of streaming services popping up all over the place like a fucking plague. It's like Hydra, cut off one head and 2 more streaming services take its place. And now we're seeing it for YouTubers? Like, that's not exciting.
Name one streaming service that died. Nothing. Actually, there's that one that Kevin Hart did. Kevin Hart did, like, an action movie for it. I forgot what it's called.
Point blank, I just do not like it. I do not like Green Eggs and Ham. I do not like it, Sam I Am. Watch Your TV, what a sham. I understand why some other YouTube channels have third-party places where they can pay for more content, but they're paying for more content on top of what they're already getting on YouTube. So, like, I know Ross Creations has one, which apparently people really like the way.
Yeah, just make another show. Or bring back a show that people liked. Like, Are You Scared? I'm telling you right now, dude, I would pay probably $6 a month at the end of a season when I could just pay $6 and get the whole... I would pay money to watch that. Like, just bring back dead series so people can watch them. That's how you make extra money, not, you know, just do extra work if you want extra money.
Way he does it. I know Sidemen have Sidemen Plus, and it seems like people like that as well. And from what I can tell, that's just giving you, like, the very loyal, like, ferocious fans more of what you already like. So you're getting, like, behind-the-scenes stuff, you're getting exclusive content that is totally separate from the content that they're already getting on the primary platform. Whereas with Watcher, that's not the case. You're losing what you're used to, and that's it.
Do you think Moist Critical is like the second coming of Jesus? Look at this guy. He literally looks like Jesus. I think that's his whole go. Like, I think that's what he's aiming for. He's like a pale Jesus. Maybe he is the second, or maybe the third coming. I don't know. How many times did Jesus come back? He looks like Jesus, dude. He looks like Jesus if he came back today. Just, you know, doing YouTube. That's the way he spreads his message. The internet. It makes sense, dude. If you really think about it, it adds up.
Now have to access it through $6 a month to get that same content. It just doesn't feel good. Especially because they already have a Patreon. Like, they were already doing the standard, which people don't mind, and I don't think there's anything wrong with, where, you know, your audience pays the Patreon monthly fee or whatever, and they just get more content from you guys, the behind the scenes, the podcast, the special edition stuff, the sneak peeks, whatever. Like, that makes sense. Like, that's value there, and they keep getting the content that they're used to, that you've been providing to them for free, that made them a fan in the first place on YouTube. I don't know, it just feels like a real slap in the face, and I totally understand why people are upset about it. I don't like it either. And I hope this isn't the direction a lot of YouTubers decide to go down in the future. I don't really know why they thought this would go over well. To me, it really seems like some kind of corpo suit came in there, like a devil on their shoulder, whispering in their ear that this is the way of the future. This is the way to do things. Making subscription-based third-party services outside of YouTube. Grow your presence on YouTube and then abandon it. Try and take all of them to your third-party site where you can really milk them dry for more money. It sucks. Like, that's just not healthy at all. Like, there's nothing good about that direction. But yeah, anyway, I just wanted to kind of talk about this a little bit. That's really it. So yeah.
All right.
Night City.
Night City. Okay. Hang on a second. I'll be right back. That's a good video. Good little reaction right there, too. Alright, I think I got one more. I got room for one more. We might have to skip the Fallout thing for today, but one more.
You ever think about changing browsers?
Opera GX.
Opera GX.
Opera GX, Opera GX. You might see this everywhere, dude. Opera GX is crushing it right now. They are literally in every video sponsor, and on Angry Joe, I saw just now Moist Critical was using Opera GX, so they're kind of a big deal.
Opera GX. Opera GX. Opera GX. Thank you, Opera GX, for
sponsoring this video.
From logging your general location in unsolicited ways to rerouting all of your data to their headquarters, the internet browser that over 25 million gamers use worldwide, Opera GX are not as they appear to be. If you haven't seen
I thought it was middle finger for a second, but this is a high quality video right here.
my last video or just don't remember the details behind it, here's a short recap. I accused Opera GX of lying to its users in many ways. For example, Opera states that they are located in Norway. However, their parent company, Kunlun Tech, is currently located.
God, I hate it when YouTubers have like this stupid little stick figure. I hate it when they do that. I thought about doing it because I haven't put my face on the internet yet. I'd rather not get, you know, recognized if I'm working at like a Dairy Queen drive-through at, you know, at the end of this. If this whole thing fails, dude, I'd rather not have people be like, dude, wait, I think I saw your live stream. I'd be like, yeah, that's me. Anyway, you want some ketchup with that?
under Chinese territory, which could bring some problems with the handling of user data. As well as that, its predecessor Opera is considered to be spyware by multiple means, which is important due to these two browsers being owned by the same company. And on top of that, Opera GX had a request going to a geographical logging site on every single launch, which had information such as your exact latitude and longitude coordinates. So with that, here we are, part 2. Have they gotten any better? Before we start the second investigation, it is important to note that with these videos, I'm not trying to negatively—
I just realized he's talking like a fucking ADHD cokehead because I got the video on one 7 and not 1.5.
Impact the company's reputation in any way, shape, or form. All I'm trying to do is inform the viewer on Opera GX's past as well as their present. The goal of these two videos are to have Opera change how they operate.
Is this just a trailer? What are we talking about right now? What is he gonna actually talk about it?
In regards to how they handled, Opera GX has now removed the geolocation site from their requests. Whether that means they simply hid how the request is run to actually removing it, it's really difficult to know. However, if I run Fiddler to see the request run, all I see are either requests coming from sites such as Google or Opera's new personal geolocation grabber. This new geolocation grabber now shows that they only grab things such as your internet protocol, your country, and your exact timestamp. This wasn't the case with how data was handled months.
God, look at that. He's even doing the thing where like you switch out the character model with a different character model.
Back, because back then they would log things such as your current local area. As well as that, they also changed what is included in their privacy policy. Over on legal.opera.com/terms, they state that Opera does not claim ownership over any—
Okay, this doesn't really seem like it's a real video. This is just like a, you know, oh, this VPN service knows my location. It's not a VPN. It probably has a built-in VPN, right? Does Opera GX have a built-in VPN? I forgot the word VPN for a second. Go to settings, click advanced, look at sidebar features under VPN, turn on it. Yeah, so it has a built-in VPN. It makes sense why it would know your location. Did he say it was sharing your location? I was barely listening.
user-generated content. However, by submitting user-generated content on any service, including any ideas, concepts, know-how, or techniques described therein, you can—
Dude, this editing style is honestly starting to get distracting. It's like so overly edited to be something that it just doesn't. It's too much. It's way too much. Like it's a documentary. It's not, dude. What are you doing?
Sent to Opera's unrestricted use of those items. With that, if you agree to Opera's terms, you have given them full right to use your data in any way that they find useful, no matter what Opera service you are actually using, including Opera GX. And with that, since Opera's parent company Kunlun Tech, as well as their headquarters, is located in China, they are required to give your data, no matter where you're from, to the CCP. CCP stands for Chinese.
Okay, so yeah, as if TikTok is not doing the exact same thing. The illegal practices of Opera GX, like it was something. This is not a big issue. Why the? Remember, kids, I don't care. This is not a big issue at all. The way he's like presenting it just seems like it would be bigger than it is. You telling me this thing with a built-in VPN knows my location is sharing it with China? Oh no, what's China gonna do when they know where I live? Who gives a shit?
Communist Party. And since Opera is located under Chinese territory, they are required to share certain data with China authorities on request. That means that if you have used Opera GX at least once, since they take data on launch, they have likely given your data to the CCP. And next—
Dude, China knows everything about me, I'm sure, and I haven't even used Opera GX once.
Let's talk about Kunlun Tech. Kunlun Tech, the parent company that owns Opera, has been under fire in the US due to their acquisition of the popular gay dating app Grindr. During 2019 and dates prior, their company has been accused of using Grindr to collect user data and giving it to the CCP. Therefore, in March of 2020, they reached a deal to sell the platform just a year after US regulators forced the app to no longer operate under United States territory due to concerns of how data is held using the app. So they could totally be doing similar practices with Opera GX. And now back to Opera's shady practices that were left unsolved in the last video. I did some more digging on their past and found out that over a span of a few years, Opera's had around—
By digging, he means he read the terms of service.
4 predatory loan/lending apps connected to the Google Play Store. In case you don't know, predatory lending is a phrase to describe a wide range of unfair financial practices.
Honest to God, who's this video for? I think, you know, I get like some of the things that he's saying, but at the same time, these are some big words, dude, and pretty quick. There's no way people are actually listening to this.
In their case, they had loan apps which had interest rates up to 876%. And according to Play Store reviews, the 4 apps that Opera GX made would sell text messages or calls to people in the user's contacts when payments were late, pretty much threatening to take legal action or place the borrower on a credit blacklist. Now, obviously, this is highly illegal and shows that Opera GX bases their decisions on whether or not they can get away with something based on laws of the jurisdiction of the apps that they operate in. So now that you actually see all of Opera's shady practices, from changing their privacy policy to allowing the sharing of data across different areas to literally managing predatory loan/lending apps, it should be clear that it may be a little bit difficult to actually trust their company. And as well as that, I hope you enjoyed the final part of my Opera GX series. I'm sorry for the lack of uploads. I got some new projects.
It's the final part? I just watched the ending? Why is it split into parts? Wait, what? Oh my god. And so I just... Okay, so basically he makes Minecraft content and websites are spying on you content. That's basically his whole spiel. What is this? Oh my god. How Logan Paul became a YouTube boxer. These are some terrible videos. What the hell? No, they're not terrible, dude. Don't, if he sees this, don't take it to heart. They're not terrible. I'm saying they are very random. What is this? Calling Dream? Okay, go fuck yourself. Never mind. These are terrible. What is this?
Switch to Chrome to stay in sync
Oh my
across
god, now I'm
devices,
getting Chrome ads.
so your tabs go everywhere you go.
Yo guys, it is your boy Cubic back at it with another banger. Today guys, we're gonna be calling Dream at 3 a.m. Now as you can see from my phone, it is literally 3:04 a.m. But before this video starts, I'm gonna give you a challenge. Please like
I love the Mario pillow. Honest to God, I feel like I should... I feel like I'm gonna catch a charge just looking at this thing. What
this
the
video with your elbow in 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. Did you do it? Good. Now let's get on with the video of calling Dream at 3
I hope this is satire. This is fucking stupid.
a.m. This is gonna be scary. So right now, guys, Dream literally gave me his phone number, so I'm gonna go ahead and message this man.
Is there text there? Wait, you know, it would totally be like Dream to text an underage child, am I right?
Hello, how is your day? Just a simple question. I want to just try to gain his trust. Do you feel me? Now, it says that he read it.
Yeah.
Already? What? Who are you?
I mean, Dream is very skittish, you know, he's a very skittish predator.
Now, I don't know if I should say I'm Joe, or I don't know if I should, like, just question him. I think I should probably, like, go ahead and question him.
I love how this started with Opera GX, and now we're looking at a fucking calling Dream at 3 a.m. exposed video.
Gonna be like, do you mind me asking a question? Why not? Just like, gaining his trust, you know? Like, I don't know, it's 3 a.m., he could be just very mad at me. Are you recording? Nope. Nope.
I'm just gonna go off on a large guess here, but I'm gonna say this kid was a choir kid. He sang on the back of the bus, and he's got 2 friends. One of them is obese, and the other one is very skinny.
No, sir. Okay, he said no, so I'm gonna go and ask my question. What?
Gotta really mess this kid up, huh? Give him red hair, the shirt that Scarce used to wear.
Do you think of your fans? Why not? Why not? Fingers crossed that, like, he actually answered something well. And, like, by the way, like, something we think of this phone case, like, this.
What do you think of your fans, dude? What do you think Dream's gonna say, guys? Let's go on and guess real quick. Let's put a poll in the chat. I'm gonna assume Dream is gonna say, they're young, but I still like them. They're pretty cute.
Phone case is pretty smexy. It's like, what?
Dream, what are you talking about, Dream?
Did we just expose Dream? Dream hates his fans confirmed? No.
I hate my fans. They're all snowflakes.
No. I'm gonna message him one more thing. Do you mind getting in a call? Oh my god, I'm shaking right now. Okay, so there's my message. Okay, please respond, okay? It says that he's typing.
I sped this up. I want to hear how slow he talks. Oh.
In a call. Oh my god, I'm shaking right now. Okay, so there's my message. Okay, please respond.
Let's just look at this room real quick. What is that, a water cup? What the hell is he got going on there? He's not very slow. Never mind. But it's actually pretty boring. It's got a very plain room.
Respond, okay? It says that he's typing. Bro, if he said no, then I don't know what I could.
Fans, they are also soft and cannot take a joke.
No. Now, I have one more question for you, Dream.
All right, go on.
Do you mind
Dude, he's using AI. What the hell?
showing me your face?
Sure, as long as you are not recording.
Oh my god.
Sure, as long as you're
What? It says reconnecting. Dream. There's no way. Dream.
Yeah, I didn't know Dream was fucking 13. Dude, that kid looks like a fucking... What the hell? He's got a big old nose. Literally, he looks like the goblins from Clash of Clans.
Dream. Oh my god. Dude, I love your videos. Look.
That's his little brother.
I'm not recording. You can trust me. Get scammed, dude. I am recording now. You have an excellent day. Bye. Oh my god. Last seen at 3:10 a.m. So anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to smash that.
You know what I find interesting is it looks like it's daytime out there. Or no, never mind. It's black there. That's just a trim.
huge like button. Please subscribe. Please do not smash that dislike. One more challenge. I'm gonna give you a second chance.
I'm gonna look at the description. If it does not say that it's satire, this kid, can hopefully dreams fat one, right? Today I'm going to literally call Dream at 3 a.m. Enjoy. It is satire. Okay. Had to put in the satire or else he's gonna get bullied. Yep. You know what's sad is he has more subs than me, and he's been doing it like we've been doing it the same amount of time, and he has more subs than me. But, you know, I'd rather have less subs than take advantage of a bunch of children. You know? That's just who I am as a person, basically. What the hell?
Do you want this one piece of gum, or do you want me to double and give it to the next person? Double and give it to him. Alright, thank you. Do you guys want these 2 pieces of gum? Come on. Do you guys want these 4 pieces of gum, or do you want me to double and
It's kind of sad that the girls didn't even want to talk to him.
give it to the next guy?
Give it to me. I'm the next guy, by the way. So that means give me
well, nope. Do you want this
I had a point there, didn't I?
one piece of
That
gum?
looked like it was one of his friends. Short. Or speed ahead in the short. Wow. I'm sorry that I thought this was going to be entertaining, because it is not. I clicked on his Opera GX video thinking that it was going to be in like an actual expose, but he basically just read the terms of service. But to be fair, I mean, he's still learning as a content creator, obviously. He does not upload a lot. What is this?
Every epic footlong deserves a perfect side
That's a weird video, but I mean, I like the look of the food.
kick. Like the Philly with a new $2 footlong churro.
Are you ready for an upgraded experience?
3, 2, 1.
Oh my god. It's too much. It's too much. Thought that said Destiny simp. Okay. I think I'm done. Hang on a second. That was dumb. That was really stupid. Alright, why not? I'll do. Fuck it. Okay. Let's do the video. Let's do the one last video. Wrong tab. Wrong tab. I'm so sorry that I watched that. That was terrible. It'll make for good content, though.
You ever think about
where I bullied a child?
We're ready to talk about Todd Howard. Praise be. Everybody in chat, praise be. Praise be. Todd Howard.
Time to bully another child, am I right? This guy right here. So should Fallout be given to another studio? Luke Stevens. He's basically this guy who's honestly kind of similar to me. We have similar takes sometimes, but at the same time, he is a bit of a slithery snake. He's a little slithery snake in the grass. Because he made a video about Pandora, which was very biased towards Ubisoft because he got invited to an event. And I made a whole video on that. If you guys want to go check it out, it's called Frontiers of Pandora is a Blue Turd. I think it's a good video, and I basically called him out on literally every point he made across his whole coverage of the whole Pandora thing. And yeah, so basically he's got like some credibility, but at the same time, not much. And he also has like a whole thing where he's I don't know, like he hates Bethesda, but at the same time he doesn't. It's weird. It's basically like he talks shit about Bethesda, but in a way that, you know, he'll still get review copies from them and invited to events maybe, you know. It's basically like media trained trash talking of a company. So yeah, so like during Starfield, the whole thing when that was coming out, he made like 15 videos about Starfield and how the engine is old, it's not gonna be good, I have low hopes for this is gonna be bad, and it basically created a narrative that Starfield is gonna suck before it even came out. And then he reviewed it, and I gotta say, both of our reviews are very similar, except mine has a positive title and his has a mixed title. And I gotta say, people were like, "Oh my god, you're so right, you're so right." And then my video, they're like, "You're so fucking stupid, you're so dumb." Even though we both have a very similar take on Starfield, at least in the review. Afterwards, he's basically gone full circle into hating Starfield, basically, and now he's basically just like a Bethesda grifter who hates Bethesda because it's Bethesda. But at the same time, you know, he's never gonna say it outright. It's kind of like I don't know, a dog whistle. It's dog whistling to Bethesda haters. This is basically, you know, who he is.
Wants to avoid putting dates on Elder Scrolls 6 and Fallout
Anyway.
5. After the show came out, naturally, he got flooded with questions about Fallout 5. Because that's kind of what's on everybody's mind. I mean, right now, this is what's really... I'm about to break your brain, okay? Are you ready for this? I'm about to break your freaking mind. It's very...
It's gonna break my mind. I honestly... Oh my god. I hate his whole, like little leaning on the table thing. It bothers me, dude. This guy bothers me. He's one of those people that just bothers me just from the way he is.
likely we
I
don't
don't
get
know why.
Fallout 5 until 20 years after Fallout 4. How is that possible, Luke? That doesn't even make sense. I'm not that old. Look here, look, listen. Ready?
Speed it up.
Fallout 4 launched in 2015. The Elder Scrolls 6 probably doesn't come out until like sometime between 2026 and 2028. Much more likely it lands 2028 because Xbox doesn't want them to blow it. They really want this to be a big hit. So I would guess they spend more time compared to less. So if we say 2028, that gives them, after that, you know, a year to do DLC and stuff for the Elder Scrolls 6, assuming it's a big success. So then they start working on Fallout 5 in 2029, roughly. And if we go with the same dev cycles that they've had recently of 5 to 6 years, at that point, that puts Fallout 5, assuming that's their next project, that puts it at like 2034 to 2035, which would be 20 years after Fallout 4. Does that not?
And okay, I see like what he's talking about. He's basically saying Fallout 4 came out in what? And by the time Fallout 5 comes out, Elder Scrolls 6 will be out. There's going to be Starfield DLC, there's going to be Elder Scrolls 6 DLC, and then we'll get a Fallout 5, which is honestly perfectly fine for me, someone who's young and is not going to die by that time, hopefully. But I did see a comment like a while ago. I saw a comment on like Fallout 5 news, and it was the saddest comment ever. It was like a guy who was like, I'm 74, dude. I'm not going to make it to Fallout 5, which really sucks because I love Fallout and I really want to see that. And it is a bummer. It's a bummer that like studios like Bethesda take so long to make a game, but I mean it makes sense. It's a quality game. It has like multiple endings, tons of different dialogue options, hundreds of quests. It's like 100. It's not 100. It's like a 300-hour game each game they make. And you know, Fallout 4, when you throw sediment when you throw settlement building on top of that, it makes the runtime of their games probably up to like 1,000 hours. Like you could literally spend 1,000 hours on like a single playthrough with settlement building, which is why I love that so much, and the modding and all the other stuff. Like the fact that's why I love Bethesda games. Not only are they like semi-casual games for RPGs, they also have like so much bang for your buck. I don't care what anyone says about Starfield. If you actually like enjoy the game, if you don't listen to all the negative stuff, because it is very easy to get gaslit into thinking that, is that the word gas? I don't know if it's gaslighting or not, but it's very easy to be just like, I guess gaslit. I don't know. I feel like there's a better word for it, but gaslit into thinking that Starfield is a bad game and you shouldn't like it, and if you do, you're a bad person. It's stupid. It's honestly the same argument that Fallout 4 had going on when people were comparing it to New Vegas, or Fallout 3 when they compared it to New Vegas. It's like, if you compare a Bethesda game to another RPG that you love more than it, obviously it's not going to compare because you love the other one more. But if you just experience the game and don't, you know, get as heated, or, you know, get as heated as somebody on the internet who already has like a requisition to hate the game. I don't even know if that's the right word to use, but like it's probably in my recommended tab still. No. No, it's not there. It was some YouTuber that was like hating on the Bethesda TV show, because it's his whole thing. It's his whole shtick to hate Bethesda games and hate, black women and I don't know the guy's channel name, but he has like this whole weird grift against hating anyone that's not white. And it basically just like attacked the narrative of Starfield being bad. Honestly, I paused the video. I don't even know where I'm at in this whole conversation I'm having with myself. I'm just gonna play it, but yeah. I don't know. I'll let Luke continue. I don't know.
Not just totally break your brain. Do you not feel ancient? You will when Fallout 5 comes out, because you will be ancient. It blows your brain, right? When I realized that, it made me just, wow. Wow. Because you think 20 years ago from today was 2004. And so if we're looking at like, just to, like put in, what games even came out in 2004? Does anyone know? Like, what games came out in 2004? GTA San Andreas, Ratchet and Clank, Up Your Arsenal. That's funny. Chronicles of Riddick, Halo.
Dude, it's not like it's going to be another 20 years. The way he's like setting it up is like it's going to be another 20 years. It's not, though. It came out in 2025. It came out in 2015 and it'll be out in 2035. And then we'll also have an Elder Scrolls game in between that, which is like hundreds of hours of content plus modding and DLC and Starfield DLC and mods. Like, it's not like if you're a super fan of Fallout and that's the only type of Bethesda game you want to play, then I could see how that's a bummer, but at the same time, I feel like if you're a fan of any Bethesda game, you should be a fan of everything Bethesda does. Not saying that you have to blindly agree with everything they do. I'm saying, like, if you like Skyrim, gradually you should like also any Fallout game, basically, is what I'm saying. And if you don't, then I don't know, it's kind of weird.
2, Half-Life 2, The Sims 2, Metal Gear Solid 3, Star Wars Battlefront 2, I think, or maybe the original, I'm not sure. So that's how old Fallout 4 will be when we get Fallout 5. And this isn't even like controversial. This is pretty conservative estimates of them getting
How old am I going to be? How old am I going to be? What's the math on that? I was born in 2003. So pull out my trusty calcu. 2003 minus 2035. I'll be 32. God damn. Oh my goodness. That's far. 32. Holy shit. Sometimes I wonder like what's the last game I'm ever going to play. And I have a feeling that YouTube is going to be something I do for a long time. Like even if it's like, long periods apart, like if I'm way older, I feel like I'll still do YouTube, and I feel like it's probably going to be a game that I don't like. Like, I'm going to play a shitty game, probably have a heart attack while doing it. I feel like that's probably the inevitable outcome Angry Joe's going to have. He's going to be playing some game that sucks ass, and when he's ranting, he's going to have a heart attack live on stream.
Relatively quickly, and then working on Fallout 5 immediately with similar release schedules. So it's not even that far out of the possibility that it's going to be 20 years after Fallout 4. So this has naturally brought up a lot of questions where people are like, there's no way, right, that they just sit on this franchise that's huge, and it's only going to get bigger as the show continues to...
Honestly, they don't have to, oh, we said give it to another studio. Okay, I see people are thinking like, oh, give it to, Obsidian. Because they have, like, thousands of employees. The whole reason Starfield was, like, such a mess, apparently, is because... they split the development, or they didn't split the development, and it was literally just like thousands of people working on a single game, which like really stretched out the quality and production value of it. And I feel like if they just split up Bethesda into 2 studios in 1 studio, basically, which I think is already a thing, with like Ubisoft. They have like Ubisoft Puerto Rico, Ubisoft France, like all that shit. I feel like if they did that, which they probably already are doing that, then they could probably get it done faster. If they just had, 600 employees, 300 working on Elder Scrolls, 300 working on Fallout 4 or 5, then yeah, it'll be done way quicker.
Release seasons. There's no way they just sit on it for 20 years. There's no way. Right? Like, there's no way. And so I think this is why I've gone with the big, bold prediction that I don't think Xbox is looking at that and wanting to just sit on the franchise. So I think, Phil, tweaks some elbows and cranks some arms and forces some people to work together. And I think we probably see Obsidian get greenlit to work on another Fallout game after they do this.
I think one of the comments in the top comments is like, you know, the people working on Fallout 5, if it is Obsidian, are not going to be the same people who were in New Vegas. You know, like studios change, people change, studios, they move, they get different jobs, they die, you know, like all kinds of things happen. So literally the people who worked on New Vegas are not going to be the same people who did New Vegas. Or no, the people who work on Fallout 5 will not be the same people who worked on New Vegas if it is Obsidian.
This next game, Avowed, I think we probably see them start working on that. So, because frankly, I don't see how they could possibly justify it. Already, next year will be 10 years from Fallout 4. A decade, which makes me feel really old. But there's just no way that they sit on it that long. So if... they give it to...
My bad, dude. I tried to do a Hassan Piker and walk away quietly without any... there's nobody watching, but no, you know, I don't know. I tried to walk away for a second, just a second, to do something, and I get a retarded ad. Okay. What was he talking about? Let's... whatever.
We probably see Obsidian get greenlit to work on another Fallout game after they do this next game, Avowed. I think we probably see them start working on that. So, because frankly, I don't see how they could possibly justify it. Already, next year will be 10 years from Fallout 4. A decade, which makes me feel...
I honestly would love that if Obsidian worked on it, but also, I don't know. It's not the same people who did New Vegas, so it will just be people at Obsidian who I think probably did Outer Worlds. It'd probably just be those people who did Outer Worlds. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I think it'd be... They'd probably either try and make New Vegas 2, or they would try and replicate a Bethesda game. Either which is just going to be a weird copy of either type of style.
Really old. But there's just no way that they sit on it that long. So if they give it to Obsidian, they let them start working on something, they maybe get like a Fallout New Vegas remake or a sequel to it out in like maybe 2028, 2029, then we have, you know, just...
How many years is that, though? Wait, hang on. If it comes out in let's say 2035, calculator. If it comes out in 2035, and it's 2024, big brain numbers, that's 11 years. 11 years. I can wait 11 years, especially with an Elder Scrolls game in between that. I'm okay with that. The hell? They're probably working on it right now. They're probably like literally just getting started on it right now. Since it takes like a decade to make a Bethesda game.
5-6 years to wait for another Fallout after that, I think that would make the most sense. If they don't do that, at least giving Fallout New Vegas specifically to somebody for a remake, I think would be the best way to do it. But I just can't imagine that they sit on the franchise that long. It would be crazy. They also announced Outer Worlds 2 already. Do you think that'll be canceled? No, I don't think it'll be canceled. I think Outer Worlds 2 is probably right now looking at like a 2025, 2026 window. And this Fallout project probably would not see the light of day until 2028, 2029. So I don't think that they contradict necessarily. I think you'd have the Avowed team go and start working on it, and then you'd have the Outer Worlds, or sorry, Outer Worlds team go and work on it after they release their game. Yeah, they do have their own IP, you're right, but I think if Microsoft wants to just get the immediate fan service gratification of a New Vegas remake or sequel, like it makes too much sense. And
I mean, if you're Obsidian and you get offered to make Fallout 5, why the fuck would you work on Outer Worlds? I feel like that'd just be like a famous person just turning down something for the fact of... Or not a famous... It'd just be like somebody turning down an opportunity out of pride, I guess. Like stupid, misguided pride. That's how I would imagine it. If Obsidian was offered Fallout 5 and they're like, you could have had us, but it's too late. No thank you. We're gonna work on Outer Worlds 2? Like, what the fuck? Who gives a shit about Outer Worlds, dude? And I know the Outer Worlds fans are gonna be like, what the fuck, dude? I love that game. No, dude, no. It's not a Fallout game, okay? Compare the two. Fallout is above that.
And they've already said, I think the founder and CEO of Obsidian has already said he would love to go back and work on more Fallout games. So it's not like they want to just sit on it. They want...
I just said Fallout 2. Fallout 5. God.
To do more. It's just a matter of getting the green light. So we'll see, but that's my prediction. But Todd Howard said he wants to avoid putting dates on it. And I don't blame him, because if he puts dates on it, it's going to, for one, pigeonhole him and only set up disappointment. Because let's be honest, even if you say 2027 for Elder Scrolls 6, the best case scenario is you meet your deadline, which isn't that exciting. Worst case scenario, you miss your deadline and piss a lot of people off and drive them crazy. So just don't put a date on it. Just don't do it. The game director has previously stated on a number of occasions that The Elder Scrolls 6 will be Bethesda's next release, followed by Fallout 5. During an interview with IGN, he was asked if that's still the case.
I think they said they were playing Elder Scrolls 6 right now, right? They're playing Elder Scrolls. Is there like an abbreviation for Elder Scrolls 6? God, I gotta type the whole goddamn thing. I think I just hit a button. Elder Scrolls. Whatever. I'll just keep going. Played. Being played, not played. Being played. I'm a slow typer. I suck at it. I'm not a very good typer. Okay. Still in development and early builds are already being played. Yeah, early builds are being played right now, basically. So it's close. I'd say it's definitely going to come out in 2027, just so they don't have to compete with wait, GTA 6 coming out in 2025, right? Yeah. I think it is. So 2025, they don't want to compete with that, obviously, and it's not even close to done. So 2026 is probably when it would be done if they rushed it, but I'm sure they'll give it a year, and then it'll come out in 2027. So makes sense.
Or if the success of the new Fallout TV show could change that plan. He said, quote, "I'm going to avoid putting dates on anything. I've learned that the hard way," he responded. So obviously our focus as far as new development right now is Elder Scrolls 6, but that doesn't mean we're not making plans for other things. We're still doing a lot of work, obviously, on Fallout 76. We see the community, so many people going into that game and kind of rediscovering it, and just so happy with where that game is at. It really does, and I mean, this has one of the best communities in all of gaming. So
and I'm getting a phone call. Okay, that was the I gotta go call right there, and I think I've talked about enough of it. I think I got my point out. Starfield, great game. Elder Scrolls 6, if it comes out, it's gonna be more than enough to keep me at bay for 2035 by the time I'm 32 to play Fallout 5. So yeah, a great video. Todd Howard, not Todd Howard, Luke Stevens, go fuck yourself. Okay.